was really good. You could jerk off to that video.
That's a little weird.
You're in that video, and so is your girlfriend. So no.
What he does in his spare time is none of my business.
That's very true. You fucking don't forget that. Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, what's up?
That was a much nicer intro than the first two
Yes,
tries.
that was. Fucking
You know, they didn't know that we had two tries
Technology.
before.
I know,
until you
but
mentioned it.
now they
I'm
do.
trying to keep it real.
Yeah,
I know,
dude.
but
As
come
a,
on, like
I like casual podcasts.
Yeah,
I don't like the ones that aren't that.
Yeah, like the last two.
Yeah, I didn't like those.
Yeah.
Let's see, hold on.
So why we're here? Fuck!
We're in a room in our school that no one ever uses for anything.
No, absolutely nothing.
There are meetings in here, allegedly.
I think they're lying.
So we just commandeered it to be our writing space. We write in here. There's a
There's a whiteboard.
whiteboard over there that you can't see, and you won't, because it'll spoil 4 videos for you.
Sorry.
And you'll just steal them and make them, and probably get more views than we have ever gotten.
Goddamn.
Not putting any
Successful
Fucking
Videos.
Michael
videos.
Bay.
Yeah.
Quit watching our videos. Transformers 4. My idea.
Well, it's really snowing out. All right.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
hot. Anyway,
All right.
Yeah, it's snowing out a lot where we are.
In Maine, Saco, Maine. If you know,
Yeah, here's our social security numbers, Ian.
it's in the literal name of our channel.
Here's where we live. Here's all of our addresses and medical histories.
So Duncan lives. No.
So if you go to the link in the description, there's directions to my house.
Google Maps directions.
Google Maps, yeah.
We have we have it as the B location. You can just put in your A location.
there's also dates and times when his parents aren't home.
And schematics to which doors are not locked.
Keys under the mat.
Where we keep our gold.
What?
Gold?
So anyway,
I said spoons.
We should make a pirate video. What?
No.
Who said that? Okay.
Fucking so much work.
So much work for pirates.
yeah.
Not willing to put that much work into pirates. Had bad experience with them when I was a small child.
Yeah.
Talk
When I
about
was
pirates one
raped
more
by
time.
my
Ian.
dad when he was dressed like a pirate.
Did he go for your booty, Duncan? Did he pirate your booty?
Geeks with Glasses wants to apologize if you've been raped by your father wearing a pirate costume.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
pirates
we're-
in general.
We're not called that, so. I mean, we might be called that. We don't have a name.
Yeah. I mean, we played with Geeks with Glasses, I guess.
What happens when we don't have, when someone's on that doesn't have glasses? We
Guest. They're a guest.
fucking make
They're
fun of
guest.
them.
Yeah, we can make fun of them. You don't wear glasses. How about we have a pair of funny glasses that
Yeah.
they have to wear?
Like
We
Harry
get
had
like
at his
hipster
house.
glasses or something.
No, we have my one with the...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Have them wear
Like he
that.
takes them off where it's like, we will not talk to you till you put those back on.
They don't exist.
Take out like knives.
Edit out the whole time they're wearing them. You just edit out whatever they say.
Yeah. Just like put it, like cut out the audio, just like. It's like put your glasses back on.
Cameron would not be up for that shit. The whole episode would just be.
Oh, I guess Cameron's not on the podcast. So there you go.
No, apparently.
I guess not.
Shame, because he'd be funny. But faggot doesn't wear glasses.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh,
Language.
wow.
Man.
Okay.
Wow.
My sister
Guess.
is a nice person.
Yeah. Wow, Ian. Anyway, continuing with this podcast.
Anyway.
So have you guys been?
Good, I guess.
Oh, okay, let's talk about Ian's day.
Been doing well in school and stuff.
Jesus,
I'm
nobody
the
wants to
most
know.
interesting
No,
person
that's
ever.
real nice.
I know, right? No, what have I been doing? I've been trying to work on my own videos, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't done that though.
No, I haven't.
Where's your videos? Where's your weekly installment of how hair tutorials?
Is it Nova Phoenix 3000?
Yeah, it's Nova Phoenix.
No. We don't plug in here. No.
Put a link up right there.
It's gonna be like, yeah, is it Nova? You gotta make it on your own 2 feet.
I know. Whatever. I don't really have any videos on there anyway. But I do have that one hair tutorial, but I put it on private, and it wasn't even a tutorial. It was just me vlogging, and it was dumb. That's why I put it on private.
It couldn't even be a tutorial.
It wasn't a tutorial. It was just fucking me fooling around. But yeah, it was dumb. It was dumb. Don't watch it.
You should go watch it.
You can't watch it. It's on private.
Link in the description.
Oh my god, you just link it? I'd kill you.
So Duncan, how's your life?
It's good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, did you guys... Sorry, you can keep going. I'm sorry.
No, go on. I have nothing to say.
No, okay, but did you guys see the new Captain America 2 trailer?
Yes, looks.
Oh, it looks like it's gonna be... Oh, I just want... I don't know.
He wants
I
to
loved
Captain America, so watch out.
But like the first one was so good, and this one just looks like a billion times better.
It does.
Just judging by the trailers, and the Winter Soldier looks like he's gonna be cool.
He does.
Like
Fucking robot hand.
yeah. Every time he grabs the shield in the trailer, I'm just like, it's so good.
It's like
Yeah, you just let go. Like you don't even can't even hold it anymore when he grabs that shield.
I just
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's hot.
You put the words right in my mouth.
Like Chris Evans' cock.
All over my face. He's a sexy man, okay?
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah, I mean...
I said that with an unblemished record of
How
staunch
so is it?
heterosexuality.
yeah.
So we should talk about Sacoboys stuff.
We should.
Yes.
Like, how are you guys feeling about Sacoboys? Doing a
liking
video
it.
every week.
I like the schedule.
I like
honestly.
the schedule. It's working out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And people will actually come up to me and be like, hey, Sacoboys. So we're getting a lot more ratings.
Yeah, we're getting a lot more street cred, I will say.
Street
We're getting a lot more
in the
street
main
cred.
streets
And
of
then,
Thorn Academy.
you know, in the hallways of the school.
See, the interesting thing is you'll agree, I inarguably put in the most work to Sacoboys,
Yeah.
and most people don't even know I'm involved.
Yeah.
People
It's
will
the
be
worst
like,
part.
like I like,
It's always
because
behind
I'm always
the scenes.
behind the camera, and then people
Yeah.
are like, oh, or they'll know, they either don't know, they're always like, what's Sacoboys, or they're like, oh man, those are like, oh, I love Isaiah in that video, and I'm just like, the conversation will keep going, and then eventually I'll be like, yeah, when we were filming that, he's like, oh, you do Sacoboys? I'm like, god damn.
Like, you're the mastermind behind
yeah.
everything.
Oh, mastermind's a little. It's my baby.
Okay,
I created it.
You're the main creator. You're the main creator. You're like the main guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like coming off like conceited, which is one of the reasons like I have mixed feelings about doing behind the scenes, because it kind of seems like a kind of conceited like thing to do. Like, we made this video. You guys are probably real interested on how we made it, right? Because it was so good, right? And like,
I never see behind the scenes as that. I always see behind the scenes as like, because I'm always interested in seeing like how something was made, or like the chemistry between the actors and everybody behind the camera in real life. It's all very interesting. Like, I mean, everyone shits on me all the time, and I know that, you know,
go on.
If you're listening to the audio version, Duncan just fucking threw his fan down.
Another! Only good part 4. Oh! Only good part 4. Moving on.
Anyway.
Let's not derail.
Yeah, let's not derail right now. What was I saying?
I don't know. I wasn't even listening. I was like, oh, I'm almost done
behind
with
the
this
scenes.
drink.
Behind the scenes, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so whenever I see behind the scenes, I just like seeing the chemistry between everybody, and I'm always interested in seeing, like, you know, as I was saying, I remember where I left off now. Like, when people shit on me all the time, like, as a joke, I'm assuming anyway, and it's...
Gross.
I fucking hate this kid.
Anyway, continuing.
And, like...
Nice glasses today.
You know, I'm obviously the friend who gets the, you know, who gets the shit because they
Didn't you wear those glasses yesterday? Fucking slob.
And, like, especially, like, I watch a lot of shows where it's, like, a lot of dynamics between friends, and it's always interesting seeing, like, who's each friend, you know, like, where they stand. Like, you always have, like, the
like
friend
which
who's
archetype
of the friend you are, because every group has this guy, every friend group has this guy, every friend group has this guy, I'm the one everyone shits on because they know I can take it. You know, I'm that guy. and I join in as like the joke. You know?
I'm sorry.
And like, you're. What are
sorry.
Damn.
you know? Isaiah's the black guy.
Wow. Okay.
That's his. That's
for the video and audio version. That was Ian being racist again.
Again.
Against my brown
Again.
skin. Okay.
What is it, Friday?
I just
Thursday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was just thinking because the week's over.
Yeah, that's true. It is
In
over.
my mind. Because we're not
Because you
having
don't show up to school
tomorrow.
over?
No,
Like
because
that?
we're not having school tomorrow. Look at that.
I wish we were. I wish
Well-
we had like a delay.
We'll probably end up having a 2-hour delay. Like,
Yeah,
honestly,
probably.
we'll probably have a 2-hour
Because
delay.
it's gonna end apparently pretty early tomorrow morning.
Yeah, like I don't see us missing school. I don't think we're that lucky.
Yeah. Well, I want school tomorrow. Because
For
I'm
those of
fine
you
either
jamming
way.
your eyes out during this podcast, it gets better.
Anyway, like behind the scenes, I think we were talking about.
Yeah.
Like-
behind the scenes.
I don't want it to come off conceited, but I also think that for that, with that being the way I feel about it, I think the first behind the scenes was like the exact wrong way to do it because it's like 13 minutes long for like a 2-minute video, and it's like,
Yeah, I thought it was a bit long. It was very entertaining, but it was a bit long.
yeah, I want to end the format. I'll talk to you about that like
Yeah.
later, but I want to like redo
I
the
filmed
format.
that shit.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Ian is the main person the only person behind the scenes right now.
Yeah.
But
The only
because
person. We'll
yeah.
probably get crew. I'll probably end up editing it once I
Yeah,
get better
if you-
RAM
yeah.
for my laptop.
Yeah, that's
fucking 1 gigabyte of RAM.
1 gigabyte of RAM. It's learning.
It was made in '98. No, I'm just kidding. 1 gigabyte of RAM in '98 would be like fucking
Magic.
ridiculous.
What is this witchcraft?
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I was
Computers.
2, so I don't really know.
Computers.
That's
Yeah.
so young.
Computers.
Forever young.
Computers,
I want to be
computers.
forever young. Yep.
I wanna be forever young.
Is that what you're doing?
Huh, what?
Like, just gonna
You're doing this right now?
bogart our podcast to fucking sing to these people? I'm just kidding.
No, you have the floor, Ian.
No, yeah, no, you got it. Oh, now you can't sing, huh? Little stage fright. All right, I guess we'll just have like
Yeah.
conversation then.
Fucking glasses wearer.
I don't know what
Anyway.
we're gonna possibly do on this podcast. If you can't sing, maybe we'll just have like a delightful conversation.
Oh no. You're so fucking funny, Duncan. So fucking funny.
Anyway,
Right.
yeah.
So yeah, new video Monday.
One day.
Every Monday.
Probably this Monday.
Yeah, no, there's gonna be one this Monday. I
Okay.
just
That's what
shot
I'm
it.
saying. Every
We hope.
I finished it last night. It's the one I wanted to show you guys. I don't want to spoil it
Right.
for these guys,
Right,
but it's the one I
these
was
guys.
gonna show you. But
It's a secret.
we don't have an adapter, so I can't.
Ah, dang. Dang.
But it's a good one,
Is it a good one?
in
Okay,
my opinion.
That's good.
I like it.
That's good.
I had like an epiphany, like when it was kind of an epiphany when I was like editing it. I remembered that TATV projects can be good.
Yeah.
Like I can put work into it and make it vaguely inappropriate and like still show it to them and have it be good. Because remember, like last year, that's like all I did. They're like all of our videos were like ridiculously inappropriate.
Borderline, like not.
Yeah, no,
school
like I was
appropriate.
like, because that's my favorite part about school projects that are videos. Like, okay, I have 20 kids that have to watch it, so I can subject them to whatever I want. That's how Battle of Yorktown happened.
Battle of Yorktown. Perfect Future.
Perfect Future.
Perfect Future was an English project.
Yeah, it wasn't even TATV. It's
Well,
like
neither was Battle
English
of Yorktown,
project.
though.
No,
Oh,
actually, it
Yorktown
wasn't.
was
Yeah, that was a history
That was a
project.
history project.
Oh man. Yeah, your project videos tend to be like kind of entertaining just from the background knowledge that
Yeah.
it's like, oh my god, these kids had to watch this.
I think we should give 'em a little background knowledge on Perfect Future. Is that
Perfect Future. Okay, Perfect Future was an English project we were supposed to do. We were reading, I think we were reading Fahrenheit 451,
Yeah.
which is a great book. We were reading that, and he wanted us to speculate about the future. What we were supposed to do was speculate about the future, like, globally, but we kind of, like, took that as, like, a writing prompt and, like, decided that we were just going to have it be what our individual futures were going to be like. But then we decided what would be funny for our individual futures to happen. And that's how I became king of the Urukai, I guess. And Curtis became a hobo who held people at gunpoint to steal their shoes. And then Mitchell became Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, yep.
And that's how that happened.
That was funny.
A+ project.
You got an A+?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Mr. Mitchell loved it.
Oh, it was Mr. Mitchell.
Yeah, it was Mr. Mitchell's class.
That explains everything.
He loved it. Can we talk about
He loves video projects.
the controversy behind Perfect Future for a
That's
second?
that's more what I meant about, but yeah.
Yeah, like-
oh, so funny.
So we make the video, we show it in class once, everyone loved it. And then Mr. Mitchell loved it, and he said that we were going to get an A+. And then apparently, I found this out like not too long ago, apparently he got a call that weekend from a quack teacher. Undisclosed teacher. I don't want to name that many names.
You can quack it or something.
Anyway, okay, like he got a call from Mr. Quack over the weekend, and Mr. Quack was like saying apparently like I don't even know if this is true, but apparently like parents were calling in saying that they like got upset and they were like they thought it was gonna scar their kids. First of all,
you're a junior in high
what?
school.
These kids probably watch what Walking Dead, fucking like Breaking Bad, like all the shows that are out right now, and they think what like this. Okay, the best part was Mr. Quack called Curtis in and like gave him like a third degree about it, and he was like, "This is the best part." Okay, he was like, "So, okay, let's pretend you're Curtis." Okay, so I saw this video. There's some bad content in it. Okay. So I can see from the video, I'm just watching. I can see just from watching it, they used real guns in this video. It's like, what? No, it was fake. It was like a BB gun. He's like, and this is the best part. He like leans in and he thinks he's got him trapped. This is the best part. He's like, so where'd all that smoke come from?
He thinks he actually shot Mitchell in the fucking head.
I was just like, what?
Yeah, Mitchell's actually dead. We killed him right on the fucking beach.
Literally, what? So where'd all that smoke come from? Are you stupid? Like, he thought we what? Like,
Dumb it. Oh,
he thought we killed Mitchell.
He thought we fucking like shot Mitchell through the head or something.
I had not heard that part.
Like, what do you think
my
happened?
And then after that, they tried to subject Curtis to like.
Turn this
therapy.
down a little bit.
Sorry.
Yeah, and then they tried to make Curtis go to therapy. They were like, "Yeah, we want you to speak to a counselor." Didn't say that to me. The other half of the project, because Curtis looks like a freaking punk, and I dress like this.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like,
The same thing happened last year with my class. Well, that's a good
I
story.
don't really want to tell this story.
I like
The
this
story doesn't paint me in a great light.
It's so funny
It's
though.
so funny. I'll tell it.
Can I preface it real quick?
Yeah,
Yes. Do you have a disclaimer? Have a disclaimer.
Me and Isaiah are very good friends. We're close. Like, I know he's black. He knows he's black. We bond over it, okay? Go.
Okay, so
And he's not offended by anything that I say. Go.
basically, they were running for class president last year, and I was joking about like, oh yeah, I should run, blah blah blah, which I wasn't going to. And then we're in a class, and he starts making a Photoshop class president picture for me, and he shows me like the.
I
first
might pop
one.
it up on the screen. I don't know.
Yeah.
He shows me the first one, and it's like a really stupid picture of me with like it just says Isaiah McConan, class president. What, can't vote for a black man? And that's all it said. That was the first one.
It was like, what? Can't vote for a black man? That's racist.
And then I was like, no, it's a really shitty picture of me, and I gave it back to him.
Hold on,
And then-
real quick. Let me jump in here. The reason I made it was because there were like a lot of posters up around the school because they were actually doing like real elections. They actually for people, and they were like some of the most like borderline racist things.
Yeah, there was an Asian
There was
girl
one that was
said,
like,
count on someone who can count.
something like count on someone who can count, or like like there was just like a lot of really stupid things, and I was like getting tired of it. So I was like, oh, what if I make one? And I started making one.
And you made it over the top racist.
I showed it to him, and he was like, "No, this is a stupid photo. No, you can't put that up."
And so class ends.
He meant it to be like, "No, don't put these up," and I took it like, "Hey, change the photo and then do whatever the fuck you want with it."
I didn't know this. The class ends. He makes a different one with a better picture of me in like nice clothing on from like my Facebook pictures. Fourth block rolls around.
We had robotics, which was a joke of a class. So we started printing out. I printed out like probably 30 copies of it. And then me and Curtis decided to go around the school and we just like tape them up because like Mr.
Quack.
We just walked out.
Yeah.
Like he didn't care.
Okay, say exactly what they said on them, like the final drafts.
Okay, it said, it was Isaiah and it said President McConan. What, can't vote for a black man? That's racist. And then it had a quote from him that said like, fried chicken, watermelon,
Grape drink.
Under the McConan administration,
and then
you'll get the
Isaiah
watermelon you
McConan,
deserve.
yeah, and it's like under the McConan administration, you'll get the watermelon that you deserve.
With, like,
And then
the
there was
Black Panther
a
on the
Black
top.
Panther on the top of it.
So anyway,
It was
so fourth block rolls
so good.
around. I'm in like a study hall. I was like, hey, I have to use the bathroom. They're like, okay, go. So I start walking to the bathroom, and I just walk and walking, and I casually just see in the corner of my eye there's a poster of me up, and I like do like a couple steps back, and I go, what? So I was like, all right, whatever. So I walk to the water fountain. I go to the bathroom. I get out again. Go back to the water fountain to get a drink for last time, and I look up, and there's another poster right there. And then I'm like, oh shit. So I walk back to my study hall and I sit down. And then my
Did you
teacher.
start ripping them down?
No, this was after. And
Oh.
so I go into my class, and as I walk in, the teacher gets off the phone. She goes, Isaiah, you're needed in the dean's office. And then I'm like, shit. So I walk
Shit.
down and I like tear down like 30 posters that I see like along the walls on my way to the dean's. And then as soon as I get into
Quack.
the dean's office, he has like a stack of posters on his desk. And I was like, oh shit. So I like gave him the stack I had. And he's like, he just questioned me and he's like, he's like, this is really upsetting to you, isn't it? And I was like, no, I'm just pissed off that I had to get called down for this shit. And then he's like, he kept asking me, like, he didn't even know who it was. He's like, did you do these? And I was like, no, why would I do this shit? And under it has Duncan's name in
Yeah.
his class from when he printed it off.
We printed it out and it had like this thing at the bottom that I guess they don't do it anymore, the printers, but like
No,
they used to
It's
have like a little thing to say who printed it and where they printed it, and then I saw it and I was like, I don't care if I get in trouble for this, it's hilarious, and so I just kept it.
So he questions me,
Mm.
and he's like, who did this? And I was like, I don't know. And I like gave him back the thing. He's like, oh, Duncan. And I was like, yeah, it was Duncan. And so I'm just sitting there. And then
I thought you walked in and you were like, this was Curtis Semino.
Yeah, I thought that was part, like, because he questioned Curtis first, didn't he?
I don't know. I think
Anyway, it was
I don't
like a
know.
year ago.
It was a year ago. I don't remember the whole thing, but like,
Curtis
so
got
that happened.
tricked, bitch.
And then, so he like kept questioning me, and he's like, "What ethnicity is Curtis?" And I was like, "I don't know." And then he's
Is
like,
he allowed to ask?
"I don't know." But he's like, so
I know he's
what's
allowed to ask Curtis. Is he allowed to ask you?
Probably
what?
not.
Like,
But he's like, "What ethnicity is Curtis?" And I was like, "I don't know." And he's like, he's like some kind of Spanish or Asian or something like that. And I was like, I don't know. And so he's like, all right, you can go now. So I leave. I'm good. They get called down.
I didn't get called down.
You didn't get called
at
down?
first.
At first.
They called down. Well,
Curtis.
what happened? Because I didn't actually get a meeting until the next Monday, and I don't remember why.
Yeah.
Well, I know.
I think
Curtis,
I think the block just ended.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, then that happened. And
Maybe
then
Curtis got called down and I didn't. I don't know why.
So anyway,
Yeah.
so Curtis gets called down, and he gets in there, and he's like fucking yelling at Curtis. He's so pissed off at him,
Oh,
and he
jeez.
goes, "What if Isaiah photoshopped you on an island holding a pineapple?" And Curtis is just sitting there going, "What?"
What?
And he's like, "Yeah, wouldn't you be offended?" And he's like, "No, that doesn't even make any sense."
Some of the things the deans say.
I don't, they like don't make any sense at all. And then, the best part was he like does that whole thing with Curtis and like he gets reprimanded. I come in and he's just like, you can't do this.
I think Curtis has gotten in trouble before. That's probably why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well he has, but still, like
Yeah.
we do the same thing and then like we got a 2
My
hour
favorite,
detention.
yeah,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
favorite part of the whole like
I
you
remember
and
that.
Curtis
Which I was
thing,
fine
like
with.
you and Curtis
I
getting
read
in
The
trouble
Crow, the
together.
graphic novel. It was good.
The whole thing between you and Curtis getting in trouble is you do like 90% of the work.
Yeah, I
He
do
does
all the
10,
work.
and then they fucking just yell at
And we
him.
do the same. We're getting punished differently for like the same crime. like not how our country works.
That story's out there on the internet now, Duncan.
That's fine.
Take my story, see what happens.
Yeah.
No one's gonna believe you. But yeah.
So,
Oh
Yeah.
no, my favorite part is when I went down to Parody. He was like, "Did you intend on running for class president?"
Yeah.
I was like, "No, I wasn't." And he's like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "No."
you
And-
probably win now.
That's what happened
Dude,
too.
I'd
I
be a
like left
great
Parody's
campaign
office.
manager. I would be a great campaign manager.
I left
I'd get you
Parody's
all the
office.
votes.
I left his office, and as I'm walking, I get like 30 students come to me like, "Dude, are you actually running? 'Cause I will vote for you." And I was like,
For this poster.
I was like, "All right."
It's so funny. Yeah.
Oh, the best part, we were like running around putting up posters and like having so much fun, and like we did this. We split up and put posters in different places, and then we got back together, and then we put one right over the water fountain because we knew that like we would see, and that's the one you saw, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Anyway, we put it over a couple water fountains, but we put it over a water fountain, and then this kid walked out like right after we did it. No. What happened was he was about to get a drink, and I was like, "Excuse me," put it up, and then he like goes to get a drink, and he's just like, he like does a double take. He looks at it, he's just like we just rounded the corner. We're about to round the corner. He's like, "What the hell?" Like, it was so funny.
Like, he had no idea
Like he was
the
like,
fuck
"What?
I often
Is this real?"
Am I in a TV show right now?
I often think about
Oh
Ewan
God, I'm an
Curtis
extra.
Ewan Curtis shenanigans a lot like Captain Underpants. Have you ever read
Yeah.
those graphic novels? Like, you know
Yeah.
the two
Yeah.
kids in it?
Yeah.
I often think of you guys.
Oh my God.
I often think of like.
That's
Oh
very-
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, you
rearranging
guys-
letters on
Yeah.
fucking like things.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember those books.
Yeah,
I was obsessed with those when I was a kid.
Yeah,
They were
I-
solid.
I
They
was
were
on-
good. I liked.
Yeah, I was on Facebook the other day and someone showed a picture and I was like, "Holy shit, I forgot these existed."
It was like, what was that spin-off one of it? It was like,
Nothing good.
no, I don't know. There was like some spin-off of
Yeah,
it.
there was a spin-off. I can't remember what it was. It was like a comic that they read.
Remember that
or
like
something.
robot like mouse guy? It was like the same like art style. It was like around the
Yeah.
same time. There was,
Yes. Oh,
I
I
liked
remember
those,
that.
too.
I like those.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah, those were cool.
Yeah, those were cool. I remember those.
Captain Underpants. I don't care what age you are. Read that shit. That's some good quality comics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good quality comics.
It was so
right there.
funny. I saw the first time I met one of my aunts. I read those books to her because I was like a really little kid, and the next time I saw her was literally years later. It was like a year ago, and that's how she remembered me.
Wow.
I was like, I'm 17 now.
I got you some more Captain Underpants comics. There you go.
You know what's weird? I like
It was
read like kids' book. I read books like in the wrong order. Not
Yeah, I
like
did
not
too.
like the series. Like not like the series.
Yeah.
What I mean is like when I was in like first and second grade or whatever, I was reading the Harry Potter books.
Right.
And then like third or fourth grade, everyone else was reading these books. I was like, oh, check these out.
Yeah.
So I read like the Harry Potter books and like I don't remember
Mm.
Percy Jackson series or something.
Oh yeah.
The
I still haven't read the next
Narnia
series.
books, which I still want to read in the real order. After you told me about that. 'Cause
Wait, what?
you know how like you're not supposed to read them chronologically. You're
Yeah.
supposed to read them the other way. I
Yeah.
still haven't done that, but I want to reread
With
the
what
series
books?
like that. The Chronicles of Narnia books.
Oh.
Yeah, the way they were, it's kind of like, honestly, Star Wars. Like, they were released
Yeah.
not in chronological order,
Hmm.
and then later, like, he put them
His
in
son or
chronological.
whatever?
No, he actually put them in chronological order, I found out. And it's because he was like, okay, this is the way I want you to read them now. Even though it's not as good that way. Like, it's exactly like Star Wars, except not really, because now you have the...
Is that why The Magician's Nephew is the most boring book
Yes.
ever?
Yes. Because it suffers from prequel syndrome, something awful.
Yeah, like I was like, what is this? Fucking-
Yeah. Well, it's like it only suffers from prequel syndrome if you haven't read. It's exactly like the prequels of to Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's like
Like where are you supposed to read it
except
in the
it's
series?
you're supposed to read it second to last.
Fucking.
What's the second one?
The second one is the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. The
Oh,
one,
okay.
the most popular.
Yeah, the
one.
first book that was released was Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Then
Yeah,
Prince
that's what I
Caspian.
figured.
Then Voyage of the Dawn Treader. So it goes in order for a while. Like it
Yeah.
goes, and then Voyage of the, then the Silver Chair, and then it goes back.
Yeah.
And then it goes. You can read the next two in any order you want.
Or like,
You have
Horse and His Boy
You have
or
Horse and His
whatever.
Boy and the Magician's
which I tried that
Nephew.
one too, and it was fucking dry.
Yeah, that
Like,
one's probably the worst one because it's like a spin-off basically.
Yeah, it's like I was.
There's
Haven't
nothing
read any of them.
There's nothing important in that story. And then you have the final battle or the last battle or whatever, and that's the last one chronologically.
What was it? Anyway, I was saying like I read all those books, and then I was just like, hey, what's everyone else reading? It was like fucking. I can't remember.
Magic Treehouse.
Goosebumps, which I didn't like. I didn't like.
I
the
never liked
books.
Goosebumps.
Oh, I loved Goosebumps when I was a kid. Actually, I'd read one a day, and then
Oh.
Fucking Ian.
like
was gonna make
like my library at Dayton, because I went to Dayton
Mm.
school, and
There's 5 people at Dayton.
yeah,
altogether.
exactly. But our library had like tons of Goosebumps books, so I'd just get one and then I'd read it that day, and then I'd bring it back and I'd get a new one, and I'd read that one, and I'd put it back and read and get a new one. It was fun. It was a fun time for a third grader.
Yeah.
Back in the old 3rd grade.
Did you guys ever watch the show,
No.
the Goosebumps show?
Oh.
It has hit or misses actually. Like you'll go from like, oh, it's actually okay, to like, that is the worst shit I've ever seen in my life.
Have you watched them recently? Because I can't imagine it hasn't aged terribly.
It has aged terribly, but it still has a lot of charm. It's kind of like classic Doctor Who in a way. Like horrible budget, but like they tried.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's almost charming in a way, especially Haunted Mask. You should watch that one. It's good.
It's hot.
Nope.
Nope.
Don't do it.
It's not on my to-do list.
Nope.
But yeah. So those are the stories that happened.
What books did you guys like really get into when you were
I didn't
little?
read as much when I was little, but
This guy.
Jeez.
like, well, I only really started reading a lot like when I hit 3rd grade. So like, from like before 3rd grade, I didn't really read a lot. But like, I was a Magic Treehouse fan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
read those.
Yeah, those
I
are
read the
good.
shit out of those. Series of Unfortunate Events.
I never got into them.
I
My
got-
brother and sister really loved them,
I
but
did. I got
just
to like the
Oh.
6th.
I never
book.
had like the first book is the problem.
Oh.
I was like book
Oh.
12,
I've
book
gotten all
fucking
13
4.
of
My
house.
my grandmother gave me like the first 3, and I read those. I was like, oh, these are good. So I think the one I got to, I was like at the 6th one, and then I haven't read on
Yeah.
from there.
The last book is awful,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
That sucks.
'Cause
That's
they ended-
unfortunate event.
Yeah, that might be the joke. But what it is that they have this whole mystery building up.
Written
for the
by M. Night
entire
Shyamalan.
series. They have this entire thing building up throughout the entire series, and at the end, just nothing gets resolved. Absolutely nothing, and that's
so he's
fine.
still coming after them.
No, he dies. Okay, spoilers.
Spoiler
Count Olaf
alert,
dies.
Spoiler alert.
Everyone except the orphans dies, basically at the end of the last book.
So they're
this,
still
Wow.
orphans. Fuck
and
you.
this one baby that they like adopted, and
They have
adopted
another
something?
kid.
They have another. Yeah.
they
Shit, I gotta keep reading these.
Yeah, they adopt this kid because they meet this woman who's pregnant, and then and then she gives birth and she dies. So they basically have to look after the baby.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, it sucks. But and
Lemony
actually
Snicket took a weird
actually
fucking turn.
no
with books.
here's the thing: the woman who gives birth, her last name is Snicket.
Oh.
Like Lemony Snicket's a pen name, and it's because supposedly Lemony Snicket's an actual character, but he just never appears. He's just writing down the story. So the Snickets are like this whole family, and apparently they're connected to the Baudelaires. It's all very confusing, and
Hey,
none
how
of
would you
it gets
adopt these
resolved.
fuckers if you're related?
And none of it gets resolved. That's the thing.
Oh, so it's
he
like the ending of
literally-
Lost.
And you know how Lemony Snicket keeps talking about this woman Beatrice, like throughout the
Yeah.
entire.
Nope.
You find out Beatrice was the Baudelaire's mother. At the end.
Wasn't Aslan Jesus?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
did we
cool.
just hop back to?
Well, I don't know about these books, so.
No,
I don't know about those books, and I let you
No,
guys
it
have
was
your shit parade.
No, but yeah, but it was really dumb, and like they had this whole thing with like the sugar bowl. It was kind of like the suitcase in Pulp Fiction.
Oh.
Like you never knew what was in it, and
That's cool.
and like it was this big mystery, but you never really knew.
I like the point of like I like. Wow, I can't talk. Series of Unfortunate Events. Every book was Count Olaf trying to get them,
Yep.
and that was all it was. But it was still really good each
Yeah.
book
Because it was
Because you're like,
ridiculous.
what nigga is he disguising himself as?
It's amazing. One time they find this guy who looks like Count Olaf, and they end up executing him.
What?
Yeah.
That is not him?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like they describe what he looks like.
Fucking Lemony Snicket just like downing, like putting a bottle, like a bottle of gin into a big cup, just like, all right, what happens next? Fucking.
No, but it's hilarious.
Execution.
'Cause what happens-
Then
they go to this
guy
town.
looks like Count
No, but they go to
Olaf,
this
but
town.
it's
Okay. No, but they go to this
not. And
town.
they adopt a little baby, and have no idea how to take care of it, and it dies of starvation.
Because the oldest is
Like,
14.
No, but they go to this town where finally everyone's on their side. So they start describing who Count Olaf is, and they're like, "Oh my God, you poor children, we're gonna find this guy for you." And Count Olaf ends up disguising himself as one of the villagers there, and then there's this other guy who looks like him. They end up executing him.
Count Olaf, the first master of disguise.
I know, really. And
How
like,
did they end the movie? They ended up catching him at the end of the movie,
Was it
right?
well, he escaped though.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I thought they ended up tying him to
Was
the
the movie
train
the
at
first
end.
3 books, right?
Yeah, it was the first
Yeah,
Okay.
it was the first 3 books.
Which,
I actually liked the movie.
Yeah,
no, the
people
movie-
a lot of
shit on it.
people
but
actually followed
People
it really
hated
well.
that movie, and I didn't mind it. I thought it was pretty
I
good.
thought it was like the style was like really cool.
Yeah, it was neat.
You know what else was also really good about that? Was the Series of Unfortunate Events video game.
I didn't
I
play it.
played the
Was
shit out of that.
Same.
I didn't
played-
play it.
Oh my
I saw
God.
people having it, and then I was
It
like,
was,
I'm
it was
poor.
it was actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
I feel like if I played it now, I wouldn't like it as much. But because
Probably.
I'm more of a critic.
It's like
when
if
it
you
comes
went
to
back
games
and played
now.
like the early Harry Potter games, it'd
Yeah.
probably be like shit now.
I only played Chamber of
It's like,
Secrets
oh, fucking,
and Goblet of Fire.
how many fucking beans do I need?
No, I hated Goblet of
Trying
Fire.
to learn
back then.
magic. What? Like, how many beans do I need to learn magic?
I remember hearing
Fucking-
that order.
I'm gonna get cavities. That's what I'm gonna get.
I
Then I'm
remember,
not gonna be able to say the spells because of fucking no teeth.
I remember hearing Order of Phoenix and Half-Blood Prince games were actually good because they were like open world.
Okay.
It was cool.
In the what book was it? Fucking. It was like the first game or the second game.
I might recognize
You can
it.
go to Fred and George, okay, and you can they have how they like shop. You could give them beans and they'd give you like
That's Chamber of Secrets.
all this shit. Well, I think it was in the first one too, but
Okay.
and it'd be like, I think it was the first one actually. You go to them and it's like, okay, you can get a Nimbus 2001 for 2,000 birdie bots every flavor beans, and I was like, oh! So I went around just running around the castle, wasting hours of my life, getting these beans everywhere, trying to navigate through Hogwarts with my little like 5-year-old mind, trying to remember the intricate like passageways to get back to them and to them and get through
Yeah,
all
this
the
is
beans.
this is definitely the first one. Then.
So I went back to them. Okay, I got 2,000 beans. I was like, oh. Okay, I went there. I gave them the beans. Fucking like, I purchased the broom, went to play Quidditch. It's the same. There's no difference. It's not even like a new skin on the broom. That you can literally tell no difference. Hours of my life down the drain trying to get the fucking sprite of a broom. It's the same thing. You're not even faster.
They pulled shit like that in the second one too, actually, because
I bought it and I sat there. I'm like,
Okay.
did it happen? did it work?
No.
Says I have 0 beans.
Okay, but in the second game, they pulled that same shit, actually. It was the same exact
Oh my
scenario.
God.
Except there was like 200 beans or something. And it was like, because like beans were like more scarce in this one.
Yeah,
And-
because they fucking made up some other game mechanics than beans.
Yeah. It was still beans though. But
I know,
it was like,
but
and it was dumb, but what was that you could find spell books around and obviously
Yeah.
learn the spells. So they had Alohomora for sale for 200 birdie bots. And like there were doors and chests everywhere that you couldn't
Yeah, I remember
unlock.
that.
And it was like, and you were like, oh, so I have to get Alohomora. So since beans were more scarce, it was basically the same amount of work as in the first one because they were more scarce. So I got it, and like literally, you can only get it after you've beaten the game. And who cares? You beat the game. There's literally nothing else to do. You can play Quidditch or something.
yeah. Can we talk about how they like you had to relearn all those spells in the beginning of every game? The most annoying thing ever.
That's why I like Mass Effect.
Oh my God. You have to like relearn. It's like now we're gonna learn
Wingardium
learn
Leviosa.
Flipendo. And it's like
That's
fuck,
not a
I'm
real
a
spell.
3rd year.
Yeah, I think they fixed that in later games.
Yeah, they
Like, you have
did.
the basics
But then they also
spells.
got shitty in different ways.
Yeah. Goblet of Fire was awful.
Yeah.
Did you ever play that one?
I got
had it
stuck.
for the
I got
PSP.
lost in the fucking woods. 'Cause
I had
I
it
had
for
for
the
PC. I had
Yeah.
for PC. I can't find anything in the woods. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
I got
see,
to the
I see
water.
brown pixels fucking
But it
everywhere.
was dumb because you had to go a little bit, then you'd go to the next one, but then you have to go back. Like you'd have to backtrack to a different event, and then you'd have to go back, and it was really weird. Then you could go further, and like there were levels, but they didn't make sense, and it was very weird.
I thought all it really was like you just ran around the like there's like weird parts of the castle, and you just did.
We
weird-
ran around like doing stuff for doing
For
shit for
Moody, yeah.
Moody.
Yeah,
That's all you
Just
did. For
whatever
the
he
game.
wanted you.
yeah.
Fuck this
And you had like 3 spells. Like you had 3 spells. Like you had 3 buttons. It was like this spell, and they
And you
were
could
all the
change- and
same.
You could
I
change
know.
between each character too. I remember.
Like
that.
you could have Wingardium Leviosa, and like they'd lift.
Oh, I
or
remember
something.
Augmente because I thought that was the
Augmente,
coolest shit. It was like,
And then
it's like
you had Wingardium Leviosa, Stupefy, and something else. It was like it was dumb.
and it was
Yeah, I
like
never finished
also
the
a
game.
shitty puzzle game too.
Yeah.
Lift up this rock. It's the rock that isn't a painting.
Lift up this rock that you can walk over. It's a fucking pebble, but we're gonna waste your fucking life.
The only good part of that game was the first level was so exciting.
Yeah.
With all the Death Eaters running around and
Oh, the
shooting
first level
things.
was
Oh,
great.
it's so cool, yeah.
You're like running around.
It's like they spent their entire like time.
I was
They
so
spent their whole
excited
budget
for
on
that
the first
game
level, is
too.
what they did.
I saw it in
It's
like
kind of like the movie.
I love the fourth movie. Let's not
Actually,
talk
no, wait,
about
I
it.
love the fourth movie. Fuck you.
Let's not talk about it
I
Ian.
love the fourth
Okay.
book, too.
I love the fourth book, yes.
Anyway.
Can you not down the only good thing Robert Pattinson's been in? Can you just not? Let him have that one thing that he died in.
He should die in Twilight. No, just kidding.
Twilight's isn't it over?
Yeah, I think so, actually. Yeah. Good. I'm glad it's over.
Twilight 15. 15th chapter of the last book.
Every
Like-
chapter they turn into a movie just to milk it.
Yeah.
My favorite.
The
comment-
Hobbit 9.
They're making you know how Catching Fire is gonna be a two-parter now?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Except Philip Seymour Hoffman died. So I don't know what
Oh,
they're
yeah,
gonna
he
do
was
for
in the
this.
movie.
Yeah, he was the new game maker.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do for the second
They're
part.
just.
We'll
Because it's
gotta
so
recast
hard.
him. Gotta
So,
recast
so
his
hard to
ass.
find a fat white guy.
I guess so.
I mean, you have to. I mean,
On
he
heroin.
died.
Yeah, they might like write him out or something because I don't remember. I need to reread that series. I like that series
Yeah. I
because
never
they just finished shooting the first half of Mockingjay.
Still have not read any of the Hunger Games.
Oh, you should.
I read
they're
the
good.
first one.
I just have no interest whatsoever.
First one's really good. Second one I couldn't really get through, and then I didn't go on the third one because I didn't finish the second.
I heard
one,
the
so.
third one was amazing.
I love the
actually.
third one. It was so good.
Yeah.
People shit on the ending sometimes, but it was the only way it could have
I
been.
usually don't shit on endings no matter how bad it is. The only one I'm going to shit on is Skyward Sword.
Like it was the only way it could have ended. If it had ended, like I ask people like whenever they shit on it, I'm like, how would you have it end? And like they either say something stupid, which is rare. Like they're usually either they're usually like I don't know, like not like that. And I'm like, well, if you can't even come up with a better idea for yourself, then enjoy it. It was also a really realistic ending, but whatever. Anyway,
Endings are weird.
Endings are weird.
Let's talk about that for a second. It's like
segues are weird.
So anyway, but have you noticed like in trilogies, usually one of like people sometimes hate like the middle movies or book or whatever's endings. I usually find those the best ones because they leave the most suspense.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's all leading up to the finale, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like they leave like this whole thing open. Star Wars did it. Back to the Future did it. I'm assuming Catching Fire does it.
I haven't seen it.
Well,
Matrix Reloaded does it.
I actually
To be
heard about the
concluded.
ending to the Catching Fire movie is actually really intense because they reveal like the whatever sector is like
District 13.
district is they reveal District 13 and they end
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was so angry. Like I was angry, but also like happy angry. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
it
you
was
were like,
like,
oh fuck you.
It was
Yeah,
it was you at the end of Name of the Doctor.
I was like, oh, fucking Moffat.
Moffat. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was a good ending though.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah, the ending. Of
Lately, the
Fire
endings have been good in Doctor Who.
blew
Actually,
my fucking sounds great mind. It's great.
yeah, it's so cool. But yeah, Mass Effect 2 did it too because I've been playing those, so I'll be talking about that a lot. It's like,
That's hot, Ian.
yeah, but I'm not gonna go build on it. You guys haven't played it. I'm not gonna spoil shit. All right. Also, you guys won't understand anything.
Yeah, you're leaning out of the frame. I just checked.
Oh,
Saw you
shit.
like sitting back. You're fine. We're good.
Okay, cool. Yay. So that little distraction.
Endings up.
Yeah.
What are your favorite endings? Like, are they usually
To
like
anything.
video games, books, or movies?
Like what usually has better? I was just cracking my knuckles right next to the microphone.
Wow,
I
what a
realized.
dick.
I'm sorry. I forgot it was right
What
there.
A dick.
I'm sorry.
This is Knuckle Cracking on NPR.
This is NPR. Hold on for a second.
You're gonna.
I just made $200.
We just lost like
Yeah, we just
5 subscribers.
lost 5 subscribers.
Hot. Yeah.
It's like half of them.
That's one TATV has. Anyway,
No, but yeah, I
that's
think the
true.
best endings.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. I find that it's usually an equal amount of. I haven't seen a lot of things with horrible endings. Actually, yeah, most animes have horrible endings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't-
Like
I don't watch
animes
anime.
usually.
Most
I'm
animes are horrible.
So yeah, fact.
The majority of them.
It's like it sucks because the reason why that is because we put anime in one thing. You
Yeah.
know we shouldn't because it's a medium. It's not genre. It's a medium.
Was Samurai Jack considered a
No.
anime?
No.
Was
Well, it
Avatar
depends on
The
what your
Last Airbender
definition of
considered
anime is.
It's
Because
debatable.
Mr. A-
It's debated whether or not
Mr. A was saying
Avatar
that his
is an-
favorite.
Like Avatar
anime
is
was Avatar.
like in the style of anime,
Yeah.
but it was also made by Americans.
I call that
so
American
people-
anime.
Yeah,
Or-
it's just anime. Like
Yeah,
I'm just
you don't call it like
but
Japanese
it's also like,
paintings. Like it's they're paintings.
but it's also like what if a show is written and created in America, but then like the animation studios in Japan? Like, was it?
Yeah, like
it's
very
like
vague
it's
and-
very it's a very
gray
vague
area,
term.
and I hate it.
I'd say that anime probably is a style, so maybe you could call Samurai Jack an anime. You know, if you
I mean,
wanted.
it's not really the style.
It's not
though.
really the style though, so I wouldn't call it an anime. It's like I'd say it's an anime-inspired Western cartoon,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
But most animes have awful endings.
So
Yeah.
what the fuck is with like I don't really watch animes, but the things I have seen, why are they always like they're Japanese made, but they're always like British?
What?
The characters are always British,
Yeah, there's always a British character, isn't there?
and like it's based
Yeah,
in England
and,
for some
like-
reason.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot actually.
A lot of them are like also just based in America. Or
Yeah, there's a lot.
something.
Actually, no, a lot of them do take place in Japan, but then everybody's like white.
Yeah, I know. Like they don't.
Well, they look white anyway, but I think that's just like the style, like everybody. And that's not true for all styles, obviously.
Yeah.
Like there are some animes where everybody legitimately looks like, the ethnicity they are. An anime that had a really good ending. I mean, you guys
Hot.
probably
I don't
aren't.
watch anime.
Is like Death Note. You guys would probably
I didn't watch
actually
Death
like
Note.
Death Note.
Yeah, I heard it's good.
Death Note's really good.
I heard Obama
The best-
has a Death Note book. Have you seen that? It's a Photoshop picture of
No.
the Death Note book.
No.
It's
Do
the best
you guys
thing.
remember Zatch Bell? Just real quick.
No.
I remember it, but I never watched it.
I watched it.
Was it good?
I liked it. I
Yeah.
mean, I liked it then. I don't know if it's still good, but I liked it
Probably not.
then.
Most shonen animes like that, like everybody has a lot of nostalgia for them. That's like,
Yeah.
like Dragon Ball Z, for instance. I don't like Dragon
I
Ball
kind of
Z.
fell out of it. Yeah, I don't. I,
I
can't
never
get into
watched.
Dragon Ball
I never
Z.
watched it.
I love Dragon
There was
Ball.
a lot of
however.
things like a lot of my friends now were like, "Yeah, I used to watch this all the time." It's like, yeah, I didn't watch that because I thought that was the stupidest fucking shit I've ever seen.
Dragon
in
Ball
my
Z
life.
seems like a lot of memorizing shit that I don't
Yeah.
want to memorize.
That's why I find Kai is better. Like a lot of people disagree, but they rebooted it and shortened it and made it easier to remember and watch.
What was it?
And it's way better. It's just that now with new censorship, like that isn't in the '90s. It's like the TV versions have gotten butchered, but it's like if you get the DVDs, it's amazing. It's actually.
I don't
Yeah.
like.
And
I
they don't
remember.
add the blood.
I remember as a kid when they would put like some sort of anime on TV. I would always change the channel because I hated it so much. I was like watching Ed, Ed, Eddie, and I was like, oh, and then they stopped it, and then they put on some anime. I was like,
Well,
oh.
Asians.
Pretty much.
Communism.
God, don't even get me started. I had to do a video today about communism. It was the worst.
Why?
Anyway.
It's not even accurate because Japan
Yeah,
isn't
I know.
communist. Just making sure some people.
But they don't look
super
like
offended.
me.
Yeah, but like I don't know. It's hard to come by good animes nowadays. Like you really have
Yeah.
to look for them. And there's some mainstream
The-
ones where you can be
Like
like,
the only animes I've seen that I can really like I actually enjoyed was like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I tried
Yeah.
to watch the regular one and I didn't like it as much.
yeah.
Well,
Well, they're the same thing, just brother.
Yeah,
better.
yeah, bro, that's what. Yeah, I used to watch that with Cameron. We would like
Yeah.
just watch it whenever he came over.
Have you
what
heard
else
Cowboy
did I watch?
Bebop?
Yeah, I saw a bunch of it.
Oh,
it's really
so
good. Cowboy Bebop, and what else? Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was
Yeah.
like a kid, but it is stupid.
The Japanese version's better. Like if you
Yeah.
watch the original subs.
I tried a couple times. I don't like watching subs. I don't-
Really? You don't like subs?
I mean, they're written better. I
Yeah.
can enjoy it, but it's like
Have you?
it's a lot less passive than
I
tried.
binged Attack on Titan a while ago.
Oh yeah, I started that. I've seen the first couple episodes.
Super good. It's
Yeah.
super good.
It seemed good.
People complain about dragging on a little bit later, but I'm like, I liked it. I still enjoyed even the parts where it dragged on a little. Sorry, Isaiah. Are you feeling left out?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Which one last Airbender?
Yeah, that's like the.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Avatar because we all know that shit.
Have you guys seen Korra?
I haven't. I need to though.
Oh, I need to so bad. My dad, my dad
My
actually
dad
watched
hits me
all of
because
it.
I don't watch it.
I seen. Yeah, my dad like backhanded me the other day a couple dozen times.
No, my dad watched all of it, and he said he went into it super skeptical because he
Yeah,
was
me
like,
too. I watched like the first 9 or 10 episodes with my brother.
Yeah, 'cause he was
I
like,
heard-
how can they do this?
From what I heard, because I was actually talking about it today. Surprising. First season's really good, but I heard the second one's like really shitty.
Oh, I heard the second one's good. Actually.
Yeah, see, that's what I heard too. So I was like talking to the guy, I was like, oh really? He's like, yeah, it's really shitty. So I was like, oh.
Who said that? Drop a name. Do you not know?
Just first name.
Ethan Dupuis' brother. I can't remember.
Oh,
his
okay.
name.
Well,
Who cares? We don't know him.
I don't fucking.
I'm not gonna take his word for it. Drew liked it, and Drew has good opinions on
That's
Avatar
true.
anyway.
Yeah. I watched the first 9 episodes and it was really good.
Yeah, I heard that they.
I mean, there are things I didn't like about it. But
they made it.
overall, it was really
My dad
good.
said they made it so like they kept the same kind of feel, but they just made basically how he described it is, I've only seen the first 2 episodes, but I got that impression too. They just kind of sat down. They were like, "All right, what would happen afterwards?" They didn't make up this catalyst. The catalyst happened in the Last Airbender when Zuko and Aang started the Golden Age. So they were like, "What would happen if there was a Golden Age?
Yeah,
would there be any people?"
They made Republic City and stuff.
Yeah, and what would happen? And that's what they did, and it ended up being a great story from what I've seen. I've only seen the first 2 episodes, but I saw even then amazing potential for everything.
Yeah.
All right. Here's a question.
Yeah.
For you gentlemen,
Uh-huh.
and if the viewers want to leave a comment, and this question's for you
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
If you watch Avatar, if you don't, then keep watching. 2 elements that you could have. What would it be?
2 elements?
Yeah, if you could have
Fucking
2 elements.
cheating, but okay.
Right, definitely Earth, for one.
Probably Earth and Wind. Freaking stop me.
Earth and water.
Yeah, I'd probably have Earth and Fire.
Mudbender.
That'd be really fun.
Yeah.
Mud bending.
Gross.
Well, it's plus then you have the second level, so I'd have metal and blood, so it'd be
I mean,
someone's a little OP over here.
shouldn't you guys have the opposite one so you can counteract it? If you have, you should have fire and water. Oh, fire starts getting out of control. Water.
You could say that Earth and water are opposites because it's
Earth and wind are opposites.
Yeah,
that's true.
Have fun talking
Why I
about
picked
Duncan.
Earth and wind.
Well, how they explained it with the Avatar was that it's in Korra now, it was whatever your personality is, it depends on which element was hardest for you or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was what
I
you
mean,
get.
they said that in the Avatar too.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah, when Aang was
It
trying
just
to learn
seemed-
Earth
Except
bending.
his just happened to be the opposite of what his element was.
Is that? Oh, I thought it was just the opposite.
No, I'm saying it depends on your personality.
watch
Oh
this
yeah,
person.
right. Because
'Cause
hers is
Korra-
she has a problem with air.
Yeah, she has a
right.
problem there because she's all fiery and
Yeah, right.
like a punk,
That was one of the things I didn't really like about Korra is that she already knew 3 of the elements.
at the beginning. Well, they
At the
wanted
beginning.
they didn't want it to be the same storyline.
I know, but I don't want her to maybe learn all of them, but
Well,
I don't
she
know. It
already
just
knows
seems
wind, doesn't she?
She knows air, but she's bad at it. At the part where I left off, she was just terrible at it. She was trying to learn from Tenzin.
Okay. Right. Yeah. I don't know.
It's hot.
It's but I like the idea because it would just be the same story. It would just be her learning all the elements. I don't know.
That means that
I agree with their
the thing
decision.
that now that she knows all the elements and we're not going through 3 seasons of her learning the elements, is that there's probably gonna be a bigger plot storyline.
Well, yeah,
Or
what
there'll
it's,
be more
what it's
seasons.
about is a bunch of there's
I know the story. There's this guy who's
anti-
trying to
yeah there's
take
there's
away
there's
or
a whole big anti bending
Yeah.
yeah.
Movement.
anti culture or whatever.
Yeah.
It's weird because it's just been going on for thousands of years.
Yeah, but now it's becoming more prominent in the media because there's media now and there's tournaments.
Yeah.
And
There's radio and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the 30s.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It is pretty cool.
Got cars,
Yeah.
which
Really?
yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Model T cars. They're shitty cars. I don't know how I feel about it, but I mean, it makes sense that if you look at what the firebenders had in the first and the original Avatar, they had giant tanks when it was
True.
supposed to be
Yeah.
I don't even know what.
it was
time
the
period
dark.
it was supposed
Well,
to be.
when the Fire Nation was attacking
supposed to be,
everyone, it was
medieval
kind of
or
like the
whatever.
Dark Ages. They were oppressing everyone, so
Yeah.
technology couldn't move forward. And once the Golden Age hit, it was technology was just booming.
Yeah.
Everybody could focus on technology.
Yeah, Frank Sinatra and firebending. Let's do this shit.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. Anyway, we should probably wrap up.
What time is it?
It's 2:06.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a while.
Yeah, that was
Didn't
a
feel
while.
like a while. That was good.
So, anyway, this was fun.
Yeah, this was fun.
Nice first episode. In the bag.
Yeah. So Monday, new video. Check it out.
We have behind the scenes for
No.
Nope.
no behind the scenes.
Sorry.
Sorry.
We are slacking on behind the scenes. No
Yeah,
behind the scenes last
sorry. It's because I was sick that one day.
week. Yeah. Also, this week's video was actually originally a TV project.
That was
It wasn't that behind the scenes. I guess you getting a podcast instead of behind the scenes.
Yeah, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, because I can release this Monday as well. Or something.
Cool. Yeah.
Wednesday. I don't know. It'll be up.
Yeah. Nice hour-long video for you guys.
Yeah. So Right.
So we'll edit it.
Barely unedited.
Anyway, so yeah, this is us signing off. Yes, Duncan. Alright, goodbye.
Hey, you guys wanna hear a joke?
Sure.
What kind of pants does Mario wear?
I don't know. What kind of pants does Mario wear?
Denim, denim, denim.
Do you need a friend? Well, now a new best friend is just one click away! Look at those two pals. Your new best friend will hang out with you and do